Hey there, Hofstra fans, and welcome inside the WBB Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. I'm Mark Weiner, in for Kerry Schreiber, here with Krista Kilburn-Steveskey, the head coach of the Hofstra Pride women's basketball team. Coach, congratulations, a WNIT bid for your team.
Thank you, thank you.
And definitely a fantastic run in the CAA tournament. We'll go game by game in a second, but just talk about your team's, just the tenacity they showed in those 3 games they were able to play in the tournament.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Obviously, it's great for Hofstra University. It's great for our program, and it's just great for the players to have sat down and wrote down what they want to accomplish this season. Their goals were really clear cut, and to be in that Sunday game and for us to have a chance to win that thing, I couldn't have been more proud of the team and more proud of their effort. And it's not easy when everyone's battling night after night in this conference, and we knew that it could be anyone's tournament, and just really proud.
Friday against William & Mary, a double-digit win for you. Angie White, another 17 point, 12-rebound performance, and you just had, it seemed like every game of the tournament somebody else stepped up big, but on Friday it was Angie White.
Yeah, it's a great feeling when you have that many weapons within your program, and any given night someone can step up and do whatever the team needs. And that first game, that's your nerve-wracking game. You know as a coach that you want to get over that hurdle. That you're playing a team that causes a lot of havoc. In the last game, it was 25 turnovers that we had when we played them last. But I tell you, just our attitude and our effort and our focus, it was what really I think made the difference. And we just came out there, and was the aggressor right from the beginning, and that was what our goal was going to be in this tournament.
Saturday in the semifinals, you take on Delaware. You beat them 45-42. First time since 2011 you beat the Fighting Blue Hens.
Right.
I'm sure that one felt good for you.
Oh, it did. And because the players, when we were finishing out the season, at some point, we could have faced Delaware early, and the kids were chomping at the bit for that. You kind of go back to, again, before I even talk about Delaware, we did mention Crystal Luciano's name for Friday's William & Mary game. I was very proud with her effort and her attitude and how she led the team and ran the whole game. And I think her and Angie both and the whole team, they were all ready to take care of business with Delaware. So that first half was amazing. We knew they were going to have another run. E comes out, Iloeta Faroka, and it was just rebounding like something I've never seen before. And Darius was doing her thing, and it was just such a solid performance on the boards. At one point, it was 21-6 on the boards, in the first half. So, it was good, but we knew that they were going to have a fight in that second half. You saw what Delaware was made of. No one's going to back down, but we did what we needed to do to win and pull that one out.
Your team goes to the championship game for the first time in program history, in the colonial history. You take on JMU, #1 seeded. Crazy game that you lose by 6 points. The lights went out in the middle of the second half, but overall a great effort from your squad.
Yeah, it was bizarre. I mean, we had our chances, and I think that's the part that hurts the most. Is obviously JMU is seasoned. They've been in this situation. Their leaders stepped up. Toya Gedges, who was their senior, who has had all the championships during her tenure. People like that have been there. They do what the team needs on the day that Precious was 1 for 20. So. But obviously Kenny does a fantastic job, and I've been there with him when they got started. So I mean, I know what he does and what he has done. Obviously, is built such a winning program, and but just to have your chances, to have that, we didn't need a perfect game for everyone, and to be that close. You can only speculate. You'd asked me the question after the game about the lights going out. You know me, I'm never one to talk about anything, but you certainly can only speculate, can the flow of the game just continue, So that was bizarre, but we handled it the best what we could, and, another great performance from Iloeta Faroka, a great performance from Jaquel. That the way Jaquel played that's how you win championships. People like that step up, and that, we just needed a little bit more help with that. If you think on the other side, that's what happened. Destiny Jones was doing the same thing for JMU. And then you had Toya, and then Guatney, who has not had really the best end of the season, and then she does what she does when it comes down to winning championships. So I just think there was a lot of lessons that we've learned from that, and it's going to really resonate as we go on. We know what it felt like to be in that game and the little things, and we talked about that before the game. I said the game is about this big, and if you think about 5 offensive rebounds could have been the difference maker in that game. despite poor performance of shooting from both groups, despite, all the other things that were happening, just 5 offensive boards, could have made a difference. So that little extra effort.
Eloida Faroga and Krista Luciano both make the all-tournament team. Definitely a great honor for those two. Just talk about how they played in the tournament.
Well, I just couldn't be more proud. I think there was a lot of folks that underestimated us and didn't believe that we could be there, and that really just don't look and see the depth and the type of talent that we have in our program. And I think Crystal, Angie White, the whole crew, they were setting out to say, hey, you better pay attention to us. And I made a comment after the William & Mary game. It's like the actions speak louder than words, and I just was very proud of how they represented the school, the effort that they showed and the leadership that they showed on the floor. We're at our best when Crystal is running and going and calling the game and really getting the team motivated. And it was unfortunate in the championship game that she got in foul trouble and Darius got in foul trouble too. That makes a difference on your approach on the game. But for both those guys to make all-tournament team, it was very, very, very exciting and very proud moment.
So we mentioned it before. Your team gets the bid to the WNIT. You'll take on Penn on Thursday down in Philadelphia. Very good team out of the Ivy League. Right. What do you expect from them?
Very good. I was obviously quickly back on the boards watching lots of film, and they're smart, they're heady, they're talented in each spot. They run some semblances of people in our league. They have size, and their post players are mobile. They can, a couple of their players most of them can shoot threes, can shoot from the outside, take it inside out. So it's going to be a fun challenge. It's fun to be playing somebody new, and obviously not on a neutral site. That would have been a little bit nicer, but that's not the way it rolls in the WNIT. But I think it's going to be a fun, hard-fought game. Very strategic, and we both have a short turnaround time, but we're going to do what we do.
Coach, thanks so much for the time. Congratulations on the WNIT bid, the 5th in program history, and good luck.
Hi, thank you very much.
Again, that's been Krista Kilburn-Steveskey. I'm Mark Weiner. This is the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. Tune in Thursday. The time will be released sometime today. Hofstra and Penn. WRHU will have all the coverage whenever the game might be played.